But when she sees Jesus face to face, she can't recognize him. And how many of us, oh, can I preach here for a second? I may be in trouble. How many of us know tradition and culture but don't know Jesus? I knew that would not get many amens. Because a whole lot of us, oh, hear me out. A whole lot of us would rather see our churches die than our traditions die.
Yes, mercy.
I'll say it myself. Amen.
Amen.
She knows what Jews are supposed to do. She knows what Samaritans are supposed to do. She knows the tradition and the history of that well. She knows that it's Jacob's well. She has all this together, all this history, all these memories, all this tradition. She knows culture. But when she comes face to face with Jesus, she can't recognize him. And a whole lot of us in the church, we put tradition over Jesus. So we know when the church was erected. We know what church used to be like. We can quote hymns. We don't like praise music. But when Jesus shows up, we can't recognize him.
Woo, mercy, mercy.
She knows tradition. She knows culture. But she does not know Jesus. And Jesus is saying, how is it that you can remember all these things about me, all these things that point to me, but you uplift the traditions and you can't recognize me when I'm sitting in your face? You better. Tradition is good and tradition has its own place. But never let your tradition trump your ability to see Jesus.
Yes,
Hear me now. I'm going to stay here for a second.
Amen.
If it's not pointing people to Jesus,
yes, sir,
and you're holding on to a tradition just because it's what you're used to or just because it's what you're culturally used to, it must take submission to Christ. And if it's making people leave instead of drawing people to him, yes, you better reconsider your tradition.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
We care about stuff that does not matter. Amen. Which is why tonight I said I'm not wearing a suit.
Amen.
I've been here for a week. I'm feeling comfortable now. Which is why tonight I said I'm not wearing a suit. Why? Because I don't want people to think that what I wear, hear me tonight, determines the power that God has placed inside of me. And there will be a time, Lions Gate people, where I can't wear a tailor-made suit. I might just have to, when I'm running to the hills, put some flip-flops on and a t-shirt and still have to have some power. She knows all this tradition, but Jesus says, you're staring me in the face and you can't recognize me. Because if you knew what you were in front of, if you knew the opportunity that I'm presenting to you, you'd be begging me to give you water. She responds, and she keeps the flirting going on. She says, well, you have nothing to draw water with. And the well is deep. She says, where are you getting this water from? Watch this. Watch what she's saying. She doesn't even know that she's talking about her own spiritual thirst. Look at what she's saying about herself. I don't see that you have anything to draw water with. And this well is deep. Whew. My well is deep. Where are you going to get the living water from? Look at what she asked Jesus. Oh, my Lord, can I stay here? The word won't let me let it go. She says, are you greater? No, for real. I'm sorry. But are you greater than our father Jacob? She's asking Jesus this. If our cultural lineage is more important than Jesus, if where we came from is more important than Jesus, Jesus came to break down your idols.
Yes, sir.
All idols aren't television watching. idols aren't secular music. How can I preach? I stay here. I might get in trouble. All idols are not jewelry and fashion. Some idols are culture that we lift up over Jesus. Some idols are bigotry. Some idols are prejudice. Some idols are things that we hold dear. And Jesus is coming for whatever you try to place over him. She asked, are you greater than Jacob? She said, he gave us the well and drank from it. And we did as his livestock. She's saying that my tradition is what matters to me. It will look like this woman has it all together. It will look like this woman is a very good church woman. She understands the well. She understands the sacrifices. She understands all these symbols. She knows the history. She knows the tradition. She knows the culture. She knows the lineage. But she does not know Jesus. Jesus said, I want to give you some living water. Jesus said, I understand. I see your thirst. I'm looking past your proclamations. I'm looking past all the good things you are doing. And I see that you're thirsty. I'm glad that when I fake it for everybody else, I can't fake it for Jesus.
Amen.
That when everybody else is faked out by my big mouth and by all the good things I do, Jesus looks past my fakeness and sees my need. Jesus will always be able to see what you're hiding. And we use a lot of stuff to hide from Jesus. We use culture, we use tradition, we use our family, we use our bank accounts to make other people think that we are better than we really are. But Jesus says, I have X-ray vision. And when you've tricked everybody else, are you done playing around? All right, keep going. Do your thing. You're faking it for everybody. It's working. Are you through yet? Are you finished yet? Because I'm here to deal with you. He's sitting on the well. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere.